discuss about VLOOKUP and HLOOKUP in Excel. So let me do it in an Excel spreadsheet about how VLOOKUP, HLOOKUP will work and will make the queries or the things will become easy. So first I'm explaining how VLOOKUP will work, then I will explain about the HLOOKUP. So here I have a table which consists of employee ID, employee name, department, and a salary. So it consists of 9 records, maybe 8 records, consist of employee name, department, and salary. So if I want to know how much a salary is done by John Smith, Michael Brown, so I'm explaining first in one sheet. Okay, if in one spreadsheet I have every data, then I can use VLOOKUP in the same spreadsheet also, and I can use the VLOOKUP which your detail which is in another sheet also. First, I'm showing for in one sheet when you have data in a one spreadsheet how you can find, because we will be having several columns. Here I took only 4 columns, but in a when you have an Excel data, it will be big, right? So at the time you can't go and see every columns in a spreadsheet. So the syntax for VLOOKUP is equals VLOOKUP. So you're getting first, we have to choose a lookup value, means what you are looking, which value you are looking for in the table, and you have to give the table array, then column index number. So here my query is, I want to find a salary is getting by Michael Brown. So here my lookup value is what? I'm looking for a Michael Brown, right? That is my lookup value. So I have to give either his name or you can select the cell reference also. So I'm giving here Michael name only. Then I have to give the table array. So here, while giving table array, so my employee name is in second column, not in first column. So I can't choose employee ID and other columns. Why? Because in VLOOKUP, whatever value you are looking, that should be in the leftmost. So let me show you leftmost mean I have to start from here. So I will be starting from John Smith and I'm giving this table array. Why? Because my employee name should be in the leftmost. When you're using VLOOKUP, it should be in the leftmost things. So I give the table array, then I have to give the column index number. So salary is in which index here in the column? So employee name is 1 now. Department is 2. Then salary is 3. So I have to give the 3. Then I have to give the range lookup where you want a approximate match or exact match. So if you give true, it will go for approximate match. So I'm giving false. I need exact match. So give false. Then enter. So you can see here Michael Brown getting a salary of 75,000. This is how VLOOKUP will work. So I told you like the whatever the value we were looking, that should be in the leftmost, right? So let me give you same thing I'm finding here, VLOOKUP. So I'm choosing here Michael Brown, then comma. I have to give the table array. Here, what I will do, I will select from employee ID and I will give this table array. Then I will give the column index number. So employee ID is 1 now. Employee name is 2, department is 3, then salary is 4. So I have to give the 4. Then I'm giving false. Will it gonna work? So if I don't enter, it will not give me the value. Why? Because, so here I am looking for Michael Brown, but I'm giving the table array, which is where employee name is not leftmost. It's second column, right? So this is how a VLOOKUP will work. There is a limitation, you can say there is a limitation for VLOOKUP that the whatever searching your value, that should be in a table array in a leftmost. That should be the first. So here, rather to keep a table array entirely, what I will do, I will just select employee name with department and salary. I will give only this range because employee name is present in the leftmost. So enter. Wait a second. So I'm looking for Michael Brown and the table array. Then I have to change the index, column index number. Why? Because see here, I'm starting from employee name. So employee name is a 1, department is 2, salary is what? 3, right? So I have to give here, comma, 3. Then I will get a 75,000. So this is how VLOOKUP will work. Similarly, let me show you. I want to know it for a employee. Based on employee ID, I'm looking now, not on the employee name. How it will be working? Same, equals VLOOKUP. And you have to give the lookup value. Here I want ID for E105. You can either give the name, either you can type that or you can just select the cell reference. Both will also work here. So I'm giving the name and I have to select the range table array. Now my ID column is in leftmost of this table. So I can go and select each and everything. So I gave the table array. I have to choose the column index number. So here salary is in where? So if you want to know what you can say department. So if I want to know I-105 is which employee from which department. So I want to know only the department. At the time, I have to give the column index number as employee ID is 1, employee name is 2, department is 3. So I will give 3. Then I want exact match, I will give the false. So it will be showing, yes, employee ID E105 from IT department. If you want to know for James or ID E107 from which department, same thing. Select equals VLOOKUP. Then you have to give the lookup value. So here I want to know for the ID E107. So give E107, then table array you have to choose. So my employee is in leftmost, I'm selecting that. Then I have to give the column index. So department is in which index? 1, 2, 3. So I have to give 3. Then I want exact match. That's why false. Close it, you will get finance here. Got it? I got the finance. So this is how VLOOKUP will work when you have in a one table. Here I'm sure for only one table. So it will work for a different sheets. Like you have a different sheets here, V employee, V salary. So from one sheet to another sheet also you can look the value. Here VLOOKUP stands for vertical lookup. What it's doing here, it's looking the vertically, right? V stands for in VLOOKUP is a vertical. So vertical lookup means it will look the values vertically. Let me show you when you have a data in another sheet and you have to take it here. So I'm removing here a salary because I don't want this. So let me delete a table columns. So I deleted it. So if the salary is in another spreadsheet, it's not in the same sheet. How it will be working VLOOKUP? So you can see here, it's like joins in SQL, you can say. So here I have employee ID, employee name, department. I want this salary, but salary is not in this region. So it's in another sheet. At the time, there should be a common ID here. Without common column, you can't look the values. How to do? Let me show you. So here I want salary thing. What I will do? Here VLOOKUP and what the value are looking. So I'm choosing here employee ID thing, comma, and I have to give the table array. So table array is this. So I have to choose from here entire table array, comma, and I have to give the column index. So here column employee ID is 1, salary is 2. So I have to give the 2, then false. So go back, wait a second. Okay. So let me check what are the things I did. So okay. See here, I'm getting all my salary, which is in another spreadsheet in a same sheet. So I can rename this to a salary. So this is how VLOOKUP will work. It's look the value vertically, you can see. So here I got an error. Why? Because I deleted the salary thing. So again, if you run that, it will come now because I have salary. Let me check it. So Michael Brown. Oh, I have to choose here a table array. So I'm giving the table array. Then I'm getting 75,000. So we're done with VLOOKUP. Let me explain how HLOOKUP will work. So here I'm taking a table to look the values. H stands for here horizontal. V the vertical. So when you want to look the values horizontally, you will go with HLOOKUP. How here I have some few questions to solve. First is find the science score for student 4. So you can see here I have here student 1, student 2, student 3, student 4. So like 5, 6 and a 7. So for my first query here, I want the science score of student 4. Student 4 is here. I am looking the values what? Horizontally like this way. That's why I'm going with here HLOOKUP. So here the syntax of HLOOKUP is, so let me show you here, equals, you have to give HLOOKUP. So before in VLOOKUP, we are giving first VLOOKUP value table array, there we are giving column index number. Here we have to give the row index number. Why? Because it's looking the value horizontally. In vertical, it's column index number. The difference is in the syntax is here is in HLOOKUP, we have to give the row index number, not the column. There in VLOOKUP, it's a column index number. So let me show you. I have to choose a lookup value. So what is my lookup value? I want for the student 4, right? I will go and choose the student 4. Then you have to give the table array. So let me select my table with A1 to, or I have to choose from A1, okay? So A1 to H7. So I choose the table thing. Wait a second. Let me delete and again show you. So I have to choose, I want to know for the student 4, right? Click on the student 4, comma. Then I have to select the table array. So A1 to H7. This is my table array. Then I have to choose a row index number. So row index number is what? I want to find for science. Science is in which index? So subject 1 is 1, math is 2, science is 3. So if I have to give the 3, then I have to give the exact match, which is false. So close the bracket. 94. So you can see here student 4, the science mark is 94. Similarly, I have another question. Find the English score for student 2. Same thing, equals HLOOKUP. Then you have to go and choose the lookup value on the table array. So here I want for student 2. So I have to selecting student 2, comma, I have to choose a table array. So here A1 to A7. After choosing table array, I have to give the row index. English is in which index? So subject 1, math 2, science 3, 4. So I have to give 4, then false. So 75 is the score by student 2 in English subject. You can see here student 2 scored English 75. Similarly, we have another one question. Find the math score for student 6. So equals HLOOKUP. And you have to choose the lookup value. So here for student 6, here is my student 6, comma, I have to give the table array. So let me select the table array. Then after I have to give the row index number. So for math, we have two index. So let me go to and false. So 95 is the math score of students. You can see 95. So here in HLOOKUP, we are looking the values horizontally. This is how VLOOKUP and HLOOKUP will work. Thank you, everyone.